From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. On this Labor Day, we're going to have plenty of sunshine out there, a few more clouds for the US 97 corridor and up in the Cascades. It's going to be a lot of haze up in the skies. In fact, a little bit smoky in the Yakima Valley as we're seeing some of that smoke downwind of the wildcat fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County. High temperatures for today, 70s in the Cascades, 80s in the Blues, and we are going to be in the 90s for our lower elevations. Wind gusts are going to be, it's going to be a little bit breezy in the Blue Foothills and the Southern Blues for Sadish Pass for the Dalles and up in the Cascades. The rest of us going to see light winds. And then for tonight, again, skies are going to be mostly clear of clouds, but could see haze across the map and then more smoke that could surge into the Yakima Valley, especially the upper Yakima Valley from, again, the wildcat fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County just to the west of Bumping Lake. And then for tonight, overnight lows dropping down into the 50s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues, and 60s for lower elevations. Wind gusts for tonight, a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley and for the Dalles, but for the rest of us, light winds. High temperatures going to inch their way closer and closer to 100 degrees for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The pivot on Friday, and then cooling off as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Still technically going to be above average for Saturday and Sunday, but just not as hot as what we're going to experience during the middle of the week. And that cool down going to coincide with some little shower chances for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For Friday, just up in the mountains, but for Saturday and Sunday, this could impact the valleys, the basin, and the foothills. So we'll keep a very close eye on things. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mid-90s for today, the same thing for Friday, but sort of sandwiched in between that. Near 100 for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then cooler and perhaps a little bit wetter into this weekend. In the Yakima Valley, right around 100 Tuesday through Thursday, mid-90s for Friday, back into the 80s for Saturday and Sunday with 10 to 20% shower chances. Then in the Kittitas Valley, also again, a hot and dry and hazy start to the week, but for the weekend, 10 to 20% thunderstorm chances as highs slip down into the 80s. In Hermiston, also that hot, dry, and hazy forecast through Thursday. Looks like perhaps with that incoming storm system, maybe the haze could thin out a little bit for Friday. Clouds definitely increasing, and then shower chances increasing for this weekend. And then finally for Walla Walla, hot stuff, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A little bit less hot for Friday, and then still very warm, but just not as hot. And then some shower and thunderstorm chances for this weekend.